So greetings, hello everyone, and I hope all are doing great. And we are back with another guest. Her name is Sunita Jambi. She has completed her bachelor's degree in electronics and communication from Maharaj Vijayaram Gajapati Raj College of Engineering. And after she completing her bachelor's, she joined in Cientra as a RTL design engineer. So before getting into the video, I would like to welcome you, ma'am, on our YouTube channel VLSI for All on the behalf of VLSI for All team. So hello, ma'am. How's everything?
Yeah, everything is going good. Yeah, my voice is good, right? Yeah, audible.
So, ma'am, can we have a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure. This is Sunita. I'm working as an RTL design engineer in Cientra Tech Solution. Yeah, basically I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I done my graduation in the Department of PC Electronics and Communication in Visual College of Engineering. So after my graduation, I'm having completely of 3.5 years of experience in VLSI field. So yeah, after my graduation, I started career in the VLSI field only.
So, ma'am, would you like to share something about your college life, something about your college?
College life, and everyone will say that a student life is more important in everyone's life. So because we will learn many things like as in philosophically, socially, and knowledge. We'll acquire the knowledge as well as theoretical and practical. So we have to balance everything. And also along with this, time management is very important. It's not only in the student life, throughout the life it is important. So I learned these things like time is important to everyone. Main it is in uh, during student life it is very important. I felt that. So yeah.
So, ma'am, before joining full time, have you done any internships?
Yeah, during my graduation, I done an internship on the platform of LabVIEW in the company called Fluxgen Technologies Private Limited. There I got much industrial experience because it's an add-on course which I learned during my graduation. After that, the company which provided that course, they have provided the internship through an interview. So which I learned in that during that course, and after that joining as an intern in that company, I learned many things like using that software or course, how it can be useful in real time. I learned a lot there. That was a good experience to me.
So, ma'am, what difference you saw there as a intern? It's a completely new experience for you. So, how it is different from theory, means what we study in BTech and what we are going to do in such interns?
Um, for me, what I felt is when we apply the concept, some at least one formula like a plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2. At least when we apply the formula in real time, it gives a like such a good satisfaction. Oh, that's what we learned in theoretically, and when we apply in the practical, like we will acquire some good strength, good confidence. Uh, at least what I learned that was useful to us. Such type of things many have happened to me. Practically, when we learn some theory concept, but when we apply the same thing in practically, we will face many issues. Like some experiments will be there. One that experiments may be the dependent on the environment, some instruments. So everything will not be same as a theory.
Yes.
That's what I.
Means in which year you did this internship, no?
2017.
It's in
17 to
third,
18.
means in third year or in final year?
Yeah, after the third year.
Okay.
Before joining fourth year, I just started. Yeah, we done.
So, ma'am, in the same company, you converted that into full time, or you got some other offer from on campus?
No, I just joined in different company.
Okay.
It's a placement. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Means during your placement period, in which
Hmm.
companies you got selected, and why you preferred RTL engineer? And is there any specific reason, or is it by choice?
Actually, thing is, I have attended many companies during my placements. Mostly are IT sector related, like Infosys, TCS, and some very startups. Many are I have attended, but everyone as an electronic student, like core student, when it was suggested to me that you have to should join in core company, I'll at finally, before ending my graduation, I just got this job in electronic, uh, like in core company. I don't know about VLSI. I just know about the embedded design engineer role before, I mean, during my graduation. After getting into the company only, I got to know the technologies of VLSI, semiconductors. What is this? Like, I just got the awareness that there at that time. But during my graduation, I know what is this VLSI something, but how it how the technologies are being made. I don't know. I don't know much about that. After getting into the company only, I got much knowledge on.
So, ma'am, as you said, you were not much aware about VLSI
Mm.
engineering. So,
Mm.
ma'am, during your placement process, how was that? How was the
Mm.
exam pattern?
It's all on theory subjects. I mean, which we learned in the during graduation. Those are all based on like C, networks and theory, electronic and devices subject, some aptitude,
Okay.
microprocessors. Yeah, all those concepts only were written. Were asked. That.
So, ma'am, have you appeared for GATE also? Or
I have applied, but I am not qualified. I
okay,
tried, but I am not because I didn't give much effort for it.
okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, would you like to share your interview experience? Means what was the process?
Interview.
What they asked in HR round? How many technical
Yeah.
rounds were there?
Okay. Um, as a fresher, you might get only 2 to 3 rounds. Like first one is written, second is technical round, and third one is HR round. As a fresher, but as an experienced candidate, like when you got some experience, when you try to switch one company to another company, you might have more than three. You based on the company, you might based on the company and role which you are applying for, that will be completely dependent. As a fresher, you have to write written test definitely. There will be some cut because there will be many applications. There will they will do short list based on the cutoff everything. Um, but while coming to experience interview, it completely depend on your technical knowledge only and experience level. Real time scenario, they will face only real time scenarios questions. But you have to express your views with confidence, whatever it can be right or wrong, but you have to expose your knowledge. Then only they can know how much you are aware of everything and how can you manage the things when you face any problem. They'll see the confidence level.
And then what they asked in HR round?
HR rounds means which I encountered is why do you like how will you uh, like what you are expecting in coming after joining in this company, what type of knowledge you are like w- um, how will you manage the situations because you are already in some other company, you are moving to another company. How will you manage these type of questions which I faced?
Okay, ma'am.
Like because company to company environment will be different.
Yeah.
Until unless once we complete 2 months or 1.5 months, we can't get entire picture what is happening in the company. So we have to cope up with the persons we are who are guiding you.
Okay,
Uh,
ma'am.
so that's we need to, like, initially we will face some problem. We'll feel like it is a problem. It's very clumsy. We don't understand other one use, right? So it will be some problematic in initial stage. Yeah, that can be manageable later on.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, in first company you worked almost 3.5 years, and after that you changed your company. So, what is the process for an
Yeah.
experienced VLSI engineer to switch from one company to another company? Means, uh, would you like to share what is the process for experienced engineers to switch their companies?
Um, a process means we have as I told you, no, there will be some interview difference in fresh as a fresher and experienced guy. uh, they will for the experienced guy interview, they will expect some case studies, like they will give some case study, like scenario, some problematic scenario. They will ask to solve, how will you solve, what is the things you will apply with your experience. I mean, what are the issues you have faced in your experience, previous experience? These type of questions will be there. uh, and in many interviews, they will not try to ask code. They will ask only the problem solution. How will you do, how will you approach, how is that approach is correct or not? They will see those things, because coding is we can learn within a month or 2 months. Like it's like a
Yes.
one syntax, right? That will not change for any time. But scenarios will be different. One
Yes.
project to project problem will be different. So they will see the approach.
Okay. They
How
see
will you
logic
try to
writing
solve that?
instead of languages.
Mhm. Yes.
So, ma'am, you have worked in such companies as an RTL engineer almost 5 years. So, ma'am, I'm pretty sure that you
Mhm.
are well aware about the so many tools. So, ma'am, among means between VHDL and Verilog, which you feel like which gives more flexibility while coding? Means which you prefer, VHDL or
Flex.
Verilog?
Comparing BHL and Verilog, Verilog is looks like a mostly C language. It's less number of lines required to write a code in Verilog. But coming to VHDL, it looks like very verbose. It means we can understand the code by seeing. It looks like some normal common English. We can understand easily. But difference is we have to write many number of lines in VHDL. But VHL is more using, there will be more using defense products, like defense people only more use in VHDL, because VHDL less vulnerable to errors, like how would I say, um, um, because it's a strictly typed one. VHDL is strictly typed one comparing to Verilog. So that's why people who are working in defense prefer the VHDL, not Verilog.
So, ma'am, in VLSI industries, which language is more preferred?
More preferred is for RTL, it is VHDL and Verilog, as you know. Uh, and for automation and scripting, there are many other languages for like Python, Tcl, and Shell. These three are which are common. And for RTL designing, these days are using System Verilog also. Verilog, VHDL, System Verilog. These three are for the design engineers. For verification, UVM, OVM, these two are important.
So ma'am, what's the difference between product-based companies or the service-based companies?
Product and service based means product based companies, they will develop their products. It means even like they will do research, like daily we are seeing many updates as for a product. Like suppose at least there is a mobile, we see many updates. They won't wait for the users, they just do the building, they will do and release. But for the service based companies, they will they will act as a client, like they will supply the thing. uh, in service based companies, employees will be projected to the product based companies. We can say it is a subset of product. Yeah, service based company will be a subset of the product based company, we can say it like that.
And your company, Cientra, is it a product-based or service-based company?
It's a service based company, it's not product based.
And till now, for which clients you work?
Yeah, I just started in Cientra recently. It's been a 3 months only. So I'm going to work with the company Intel.
So, ma'am, your projects is based on ASIC or FPGA?
In I have changed from one company to the Cientra, right? In previous company, only projects are made in FPGA only, not in ASIC. But in Cientra, projects are made in ASIC.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, in for RTL designers, there's a one thing CDC and lint in the job description. So, ma'am, what does we mean by
Yes, yes.
CDC and lint?
Okay, CDC and Lint are very much useful for a design engineer. Lint will tell the how your quality of your code. Okay, it will check the errors, nonsense. Uh, it will check the code construction, how it was. Okay, and it will report. It will report a one sheet. It will have the everything. I mean, what are the things which are not correct, and syntax wise errors, and rules which you ignored, which you denied. Uh, because there will be some difference while for coding style, uh, for simulation and hardware. Like simulation means you will do software wise testing, like your code functionality verification will be there in simulation. And for hardware testing means it will be like a some hardware which hardware image, we can say hardware image. So whatever the code we written for a simulation, that cannot be completely useful for the hardware image. There will be some limitations. Okay, because we cannot use every keyword which is present in the language for the hardware image. So lint will report such type of errors also, that can be called as a non-sensizable keyword. So these all things will be done by the lint. There are some tools for the lint in industry. And coming to CDC, this is a clock domain crossing, because since FPG or ASIC will not run in one single clock. We can have many number of clocks on our board. So, and also there are some scenarios, data can be transferred from one clock to another clock. So when we do clock changing, like when we are sampling the data from one clock to another clock, we have to follow some rules. Otherwise, we might face some problems. We cannot expect we cannot get the expected behavior of your code. That this and also there are some tools for the CDC also, which will tell the where there is a CDC, like where there are that it will show the path where the data is changing from one clock to another clock, that you can handle by seeing the report.
So, ma'am, would you prefer freshers to learn these tools or not needed for freshers?
It's not needed. Tools are because uh, tools handled by the company can be varied,
Okay, once we enter
but
into
the
such companies, then we can learn instead of
uh,
learning
we can
in
learn.
their way.
But you should learn the concept. But you should learn the concept behind the thing. Because concept cannot be varied, right? Like what is CDC, what is linked, we should know. But tools which are because tools are also expensive, we cannot get in Google or website in any website freely. So I prefer to. I mean, I suggest you to learn concept better.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, as we can do verification in Verilog also, but why we suggest for system Verilog and UVM? What's the role of these system Verilog and UVM for verification? Why we prefer them most?
Uh, it's in Verilog we cannot have some libraries. Uh, Suppose we can take an example like C, C++, Java. There is a hierarchy, right? In even in IT sector. Here also the same, Verilog, S3, UVM. It's an hierarchy. We can see some certain libraries in S3. We cannot write in those things in Verilog. Okay. Uh, we can call it as some packages otherwise. Uh, for UVM also, there are some functionalities. There are we can functions we can define. Uh, like suppose printf is a function in C language. We are writing some functionality for that. Like printf, you have to tell that you have to print this. You are defining the function, right? So such type of things can be there in UVM. Like I'm not aware of UVM completely, but this is some sort of awareness I have. This is what UVM will do.
Okay. So, ma'am, in your bachelor's, I means you did your project. So, how that project plays a role in your selection?
Uh, mm, Project plays much important role because uh, you have to show your knowledge which you learned. Like and we, I mean, coming to my uh, coming to my project, I have selected based on my interest and my knowledge, my skills. Uh, so and also we have to check the problems, recent problems, so that we have to study many articles, like recent articles, because uh, we have to follow the data. I mean, everyday updates. Otherwise, we cannot get the what is happening in present world. So our project should be like, it should be reflecting present day, like recent technology, and also and you have to utilize your skills which you learned during your graduation or till now. I have selected using these two points. Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, resume plays very vital role in your selection process. So, as per
Mhm.
you, if someone is want to build a good resume, what should it include and what it should not?
uh, Coming to me, a resume should be very neat. It's not like it's not like highlighting colors or some fonts and something. It should be a we have when we see a resume, it should be um, it will define entire career of yours, right? We should not fill with colors. Um, it should be simple, uh, expressive, like whatever things you want to, um, like whatever the things you studied or you learned, that should reflect in it. Okay, and should be genuine first thing, because in interviews, persons will ask from your resume also. If you if you even if you lied also, you will be getting out of that. Like you will get found by them. They'll understand how much you are genuine with your resume also.
So one should be very
So
genuine with his resume.
yeah, it should be honest. Definitely should be honest with
And
that.
then, is there any good count that this number of certificates or projects should be included in resume, or it's not that
Uh,
needed?
it's needed, and if you show many number of projects also, that will be good benefit. It increases your resume value, because as I told you earlier, like theoretical experience is different, practical experience is different. So when you apply the same concept to a project, that cannot be come directly. Like you can find many issues when you apply, when you involved in a project. So if you add on more number of projects to your resume, the person who interviewed or who are trying to take you, uh, he might give some priority to you other than person who is having less number of projects, because you are having much real time experience. You can he can think that, okay, if we handle some project, he can face the like he can list out some problems which like first finding the problem, finding the solution. I mean to say, finding a problem is more important than finding a solution, because if we don't know what is the problem, we cannot find the solution, right? So I mean projects, we will what's more, and certifications also are, okay. uh, as a fresher, certifications are more important, um, but for experienced guy, projects are very much important,
So,
because
ma'am,
certifications will give you, uh, after I'm seeing many people after graduation, many are joining in some institutes, like for the VLSI. Okay, they will give a certificate, but even they give certificate also, I like selection process will depend on your
no.
interview process only. But only thing is the certification is important for shortlisting your profile. That's it.
So, ma'am, if someone want to build his career as a RTL engineer in VLSI industry, what suggestion and tips
Hmm.
you would like to give?
Um, like to give me, you should be think in a logical way, not routine way. Uh,
This
and
logic
also,
writing should be very
mm,
strong.
yeah, it's not only logic thinking, it should be optimizable. Writing 10 lines
Yeah.
of code instead of one line is not a good logic, right?
Yes.
You have to think in an optimized way. And also, we have to think differently, like um, different ways. See, every problem will have many possibilities of solving. So we have to think number of possibilities also. Um, and yeah, much. It should be interest. It should show some interest towards the electronics also. Some curiosity about electronics, how it will work, how a processor will work. That's all. And recently, VLSI is trending, is more trending comparing to IT. What I see.
So, ma'am, would you like to share your views on means what is the scope of VLSI industry in coming years? What it could be in next 5 years?
Um, I don't think that VLSI growth will not stop because every day we see many updates. It can be a laptop or mobile or computer. We are seeing many updates because we are not stopping at this. Like we have invented this, we can stop here. That's not happening. So it will increase tremendously. I think there will be much growth in future also. Yeah, as like now.
So, in today's scenario, the demand for artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science is growing very rapidly. So, ma'am, what do you
Hmm.
think means whether these subjects means these tools will enter into VLSI industry also? Will they
Yes,
play
yes,
any
it's
vital
already
role in
there,
that?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already there, I think. In some defense products also, they are merging. Artificial intelligence and FPGAs are also semiconductors also merging. Some we can see some image processing is there. Image
Yes.
processing along with semiconductors in radars, in some telecommunication products also. They are utilizing these technologies. Merging these two is already happening. It's already there.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, as a RTL engineer, would you like to share what is your routine? Means what is your role in such companies as a RTL engineer? What do you have to do?
Hmm. As a design engineer, you will be exposing to write code. It can
Okay,
be a
only
Verilog
coding.
or VHDL. It depends on the application. Yeah, not only coding, you will have many responsibilities. Like you will be able to do lint, CDC reportings also, and you have to solve the timing violations. Okay, you have to solve timing violations, and there are you have in if you are doing if you're handling with FPGA product, if you are handling the FPGAs, you will be exposable to work to test that application on the hardware. Like you might get different results when you do software simulation hardware testing. You can be shocked. Like you will find some unexpected results when you see simulation results and hardware results. So yeah, this one is writing a code and link CDC reports you can able to check. You have to do some hardware testing, software simulation, some automations for Python scripting, statistical scripting, or shell scripting. These also will be there. Uh, yeah, these things you will be able. We have to do.
So
Many
thank you,
things are
ma'am,
there.
for yeah, please.
Yeah, you're saying. Carry on, carry on.
No,